One of my favorite rest stops, real nice bathrooms here. And there's a snack area, lots of picnic areas if you want it, but I've always liked it for the walking areas behind, places where we can play. Coming in on the west side of the walking area, nice big sidewalk, heading around back. Lots of places to sit and have a picnic with your family if you like. This is the back side of the rest stop area. You see it's got a beautiful sandstone structure. This rest stop is located right after exit 129 on I-40 between Jackson, Tennessee and Nashville. So it's kind of between Memphis, it's about a 2/3 point all the way through. I'm about to come up onto a meadow area. This meadow back here is where my boys and I would throw the football and play kickball. This was a wonderful diversion for us on the way home. Stop and get to play together for a little while. At the end of the concrete paved area, there is a pet walk, but there is also a little foot trail that leads back to the meadow area. Little foot trail that I was talking about, and when we would go back in this area, we wound up heading over to this wide open meadow over here. One of the treed features back here by this little play area is a persimmon tree, and as I walk up to this persimmon tree, it's easy to see a little bagworm in it, and as I look up into the persimmon tree right in this area, you can see little green persimmons in the picture here. They'll be ripe in about a month or so. This is August. Then when I come back down to the ground, I can see a persimmon that has fallen out, and it looks just about ripe. Oh yeah, it's nice and soft. That is a Mississippi, Tennessee persimmon. Really nice, sweet, juicy taste. You can see how, I mean, that looks like jelly coming out of this thing. So this thing is superlatively ripe at this point. That would be really good eating. Very nice. Something that would even probably taste good on a hot biscuit. Nice. Biscuits and jelly. That's a good southern treat. Don't miss that. In this meadow right here, which is about 30 to 40 yards across here, Charles, Ransom, and I would get on opposite corners and we would throw the football. Good place back here to pass, punt, kick. Out in the very back you can see there's an area where there's a septic pond out back. Looks like we're in the kind of the middle of nowhere out here. Good times. We learned so much about loving each other in the last hour right before I had to drop these young men off. A few times Charlie, my daughter, made it out here with us, but probably the prime memory I have is of Ransom and Charles in this field. This field in my memory comes alive. I can see little boys passing the football, running patterns, learning how to kick the football. Two guys, Ransom Barnes and Charles Barnes, that never played football, North American football to my knowledge, but they learned how to pass with their dad, who did play back when he was in junior high. I played for Jackson Christian Academy back in the day, and we actually got to go to a bowl game. Went to the Columbus Bowl, and there just popped down another persimmon as I was speaking. Nice. So yeah, this one looks like it's been eaten by worms, but man, look at how juicy these things are. And these won't make you have a laxative experience like we had with those dang pawpaws. They do have seeds in them. There's a seed right there. Kind of reminds you of a pawpaw, but there's a lot of flesh in this. Just don't want to eat a persimmon while it's green, because it will really pucker your mouth. But there's a lot of fruit in a persimmon. That is a Mississippi and Tennessee fall time treasure. Here's another one. You can see them all around here. Persimmons. Marvelously beautiful. Here's a look at the bark on a persimmon tree, where you can kind of recognize it. It does have some beautiful lichens in it. A little bit of moss growing in it. You can kind of get a look and see what the leaves look. They are kind of a smaller version of a pawpaw leaf. They look very reminiscent of the pawpaw, just a little bit smaller. See a little bit of fruit right up in this area. Looks like it just popped up last night. Another thing I shouldn't forget to mention, right across this meadow are several old cedar trees. This is kind of what a Mississippi or a Tennessee cedar tree looks like after it's had some time to mature. You know, when they're young, they kind of have a nice Christmas tree shape to them, and as they get older, they keep some of that shape, but they just kind of lend a really stately look to an old place. And of course, the wood is gorgeous: red, orange, cream, yellow colored wood. A lot of people will cut this and make hope chests out of it, or line their closets to help resist moths. Matter of fact, that other tree right over there that is kind of starting to turn colors, the largest tree you see in the picture, that looks like another persimmon tree right there. Most of what is seen in this little forest here, these are oaks, probably red oaks or white oaks. Pretty characteristic leaf. This tree right here with the kind of the smaller oval pointy leaves, this is an elm tree. Pretty nice looking elm tree. You don't see a lot of big elm trees around. They've been hit with disease so badly. This is an elm leaf right here. Right there, that's elm.